So you guys have probably heard rumors that we're getting rid of cable, or there's lots of different things going on right now. So just a little bit background. I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is Erin Gardman, and I am the communications clerk here at OMU. I've been here for 2 years now, so you probably see me if you come in to pay your bills. I'm in customer service as well. So I will be giving your presentation today. So a little history on cable. 10 years ago, we had about 1,100 cable subscribers, and now we're down to about 600. So that's kind of the trend with cable TV just in general. And so what we're trying to do is educate more on streaming, because cable probably is going to not be offered at OMU by the end of the year is what they're thinking. That's not board approved yet or anything, but that's kind of just the trend on what we're thinking. So we want to educate more and just kind of tell you our opinions and different options that we have available. So we will get started here. So why cut the cord? A lot of people don't do cable anymore because of this, right? Because of the price. So we get our cable feed through Omnitel, and Omnitel's platform is going to IPTV. And so what that means is, in order for us to upgrade our equipment here, we would have to bond for about $1 million. And Stacy can kind of probably go into more on that because she's the financial person. But to get our money back in that investment probably isn't going to happen, just because the younger generation is streaming and a lot of people aren't purchasing cable TV anymore. So also the wave of the future, like I kind of mentioned, the younger generation just streams most everything. And it actually is a better user experience. It's very user friendly, like your Hulu's and your YouTube TV. So, okay, so what is streaming? Does everyone know what streaming is? Do people not know what streaming is? Okay, well, glad you're here then, right? So streaming is when you are able to watch TV on internet connected devices. It's digital distribution to television content, and it's real time. So a lot of people think it's maybe like downloading and it takes forever, but it's actually just real time. So there's different streaming devices, and this is important because this is what you kind of want to look for. So a streaming device would be like a smart TV, a Fire Stick, Google Chromecast has a different streaming device, Roku, or just an Apple TV. Do you guys have any of these right now? Yeah? Okay, so if you have a smart TV, that works for streaming. The other thing that we recommend is the Fire Stick. Those are the two that are the most user-friendly. So let's see, a Fire Stick. And we started carrying these here just because people want it set up now. You can purchase these on Amazon, and they're probably a little bit cheaper. But we have them here, so you can purchase them here as well. But this is kind of what a Fire Stick looks like, and it just plugs into your USB port on your television. If you have a super old TV, you probably just want to upgrade to a smart TV. So, and we're going to do other classes about how to hook up your Fire Stick and the different options like that, but I do have a handout. Your very last handout talks about how to set up your Fire Stick, and there's information when you purchase this, and it's kind of the same thing, just super easy directions to set that up. So does anybody have questions on the Fire Stick per se right now?
I have one.
Yeah.
I think you and I had talked before, and you said if you have a smart TV, you don't need a Fire Stick.
Correct.
But doesn't a Fire Stick give you more on your smart TV than you would without it?
It does, okay. But if you want the cable replacement, so like your YouTube TV, okay. So if you want your cable, you don't have to have a Fire Stick if you have a smart TV.
Okay.
But if you want maybe to add more different apps or something like that, or if you're an Amazon Prime customer, then you can get more movies like through your Fire Stick than you would with just your smart TV.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
You bet. So that's the one that we recommend. That's what I would circle and highlight, is the Fire Stick. Okay, so this kind of goes over the Fire Stick again. So it just plugs into your television's HDMI port. and it connects to the internet over your home Wi-Fi network. So does everyone know the difference between like a modem, a router, what Wi-Fi is? Or is that kind of confusing to anyone? Yeah, okay. It's confusing. Okay, so, no, that's okay. So, your modem is what we provide to you for your internet. So you could hardwire from your modem into your TV to have internet. If you want it on different devices, so let's say you have 3 different TVs throughout your house, you want it on your iPad, if you want to watch TV on your phone, that's when you need Wi-Fi, and that is provided through your router. Okay? So we at OMU have a cable modem with router. So some of you might have that right now. You pay $4.95 a month extra for that. You can purchase your own router, and we do have those here as well. This is kind of what we've been recommending. This is more for like a smaller house maybe. So if you have something where you have in the basement, you have a TV all the way upstairs, and you find that it's buffering, you probably need a different router. So we can help you. We have techs that can come out, and they have like on their phone, they can go to one end of your house and they can say, oh, it's not reaching here. I would recommend probably a Wi-Fi mesh system or something like that. So it's kind of up to you if you want our router or our modem with router in it, or if you want to purchase your own, or maybe you need that mesh system. So if you have questions on that, we can talk about that later too, because that does get kind of confusing sometimes.
Do you ever have both the modem and the router?
Yeah, that's what this is. We have that in one. And that's the $4.95 charge through us right now at OMU. But if you we provide the modem for internet, and a lot of people use ours, or they can purchase their own too. I like ours just because when people call in and say, oh, my internet's not working, we can say, looks like your router's not connected, or we can see it. So that's kind of nice. Because people don't want to call in and us say, oh, it's your router right away, right? Because we can't tell, we can't see it. So it's kind of nice to have our equipment. And then routers do go bad. So if you've had your router for a long time, you probably maybe need to upgrade if you're going to start doing some more streaming. So that's also an option too.
So when we get rid of cable then, will whatever you provided for us, these things, they'll be taken away, or?
If you have our digital cable package, your box for that will be taken away, but internet, nothing will be taken away for that. Those are separate. Yep. So back to streaming, we kind of got off topic talking about Wi-Fi, but your Fire Stick will work even if you don't own a smart TV. So that's why you usually want a Fire Stick, is if you do not have a smart TV. And each TV must have its own way to stream. So you could have one television that's a smart TV, and then you could have one television that's not, so that would need the Fire Stick for that one. Okay? So if you do have a smart TV, you do not need a separate streaming device. So you do not need your Fire Stick if you have a smart TV. Some people have found, however, let's say they sign up for Hulu and they say, no, I have a smart TV. It might still be too old and not compatible, but when you sign up for Hulu, they'll kind of tell you the different specs, and you'll tell them what you have for a television, and then they can tell you if it's compatible or not. So some people have found that. TVs that are more than a few years old probably are not smart TVs. So, well, just once again, you do not need a smart TV to cut the cord on cable, right? Because you can use your Fire Stick. Yes, very good. All right, any questions on streaming devices? Nope. Okay, so choose your path. So this is kind of where you guys get to pick what you want to do. On the second sheet on the handout there, the telecom supervisor here recommends YouTube TV or Hulu Live, just because those are the most user-friendly and have most of the channels that people want. And you can kind of go through and pick out your channel. A lot of times in customer service, people would call and say, you know, your cable is just way too expensive. I just want to pick like a la carte channels, which unfortunately we couldn't do that. But with streaming, you kind of have the option to do that a little bit more. You can purchase apps. So like a lot of people love the Hallmark channel. So if you look, it is not included with YouTube or Hulu, but you can purchase Hallmark as an app, and we'll go into that to kind of look for an additional like $5.99 a month. So you kind of have the option to do the a la carte, which is nice. So like I said, I would recommend Hulu TV for your cable replacement or YouTube Live. And this is a nice little chart to just go through to kind of tell you what's best. I would say that YouTube TV has more of the sports channels, where Hulu has more of the entertainment. So kind of whatever you're looking for there.
Does anybody ever choose both?
I have not known that, but maybe. Yeah, I mean you could. You definitely could. YouTube, what's on my other notes? I had the prices on here, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that Hulu's a little bit more. I think Hulu is $54.99 a month, and YouTube TV is $49.99 a month. And they both have like DVR capability, so if you guys do a lot of DVR now, and we'll go into that here in a little bit, but that's kind of a nice option too. I have Netflix and Disney Plus on here. I wouldn't recommend those for your cable replacement. They're just another add-on where you can spend more money to get movies, I guess. So those are kind of the paths that I would recommend. You guys have questions about any of these?
I do.
Sure.
So I've been talking to somebody that just went to YouTube.
Okay.
Do you get can we get like KIMT news?
Yeah.
News?
Yeah, so when you're setting up your YouTube TV, they're going to ask you your area code. So you put in 50461, and then you get all of those local channels. So you'll get your KIMT, you'll get your like ABC, that kind of stuff. So your local channels in your zip code.
So you would be able to pick up channel 7 out of Waterloo?
Probably not.
No,
Stacey, do
I
you-
don't.
okay.
No, unfortunately, no.
Lie about your zip
Will
Yeah. Yeah, put in a Waterloo on there.
Does a person ever have a chance to see somebody from Hulu TV? Is there representatives anywhere? Is there an office anywhere? Is there anything anywhere?
Just probably over the phone. I don't know that they come out. Yeah. So I don't even know where their headquarters would be.
And when you give those prices, do those include taxes and all the other stuff that goes with it, the fees and the hookups for the first time, all that sort of stuff?
There'll be no hookup. You get a 5-day trial, usually with them, but I do not believe that includes tax and other
Okay.
fees. I
Yep.
think that's
And
separate.
and so right now I think YouTube TV is on a 2-week trial basis. You can try it for 2 weeks before you have to make that commitment too, which is kind of nice. A lot of people, so after I did this class the first time, a lot of people tried it out. They didn't cut their cable yet. They tried it out, and a lot of people have been bringing their cable boxes in because they do like it. It just takes a little bit to get used to. So I know everything with technology, right? I know it's true. Okay, so this I kind of got off before on Wi-Fi, but this we just kind of talk about it again. I don't know what speeds everyone's on, but does anyone have any trouble with buffering right now? Like, do you feel like your internet? Okay, so most people are probably on our plus speed, so this is what I would recommend. Our plus speed is 100 megabyte per second download speed, 15 upload. That probably is fine for most of you guys that would be switching over to Hulu or YouTube TV. Plus, I usually recommend for people that are more like gaming or have lots of devices, have kids home from college that are constantly on their phones. I mean, Stacy has a lot of people on devices, and I think she's just on the plus speed, and it works out fine for her. And she has YouTube TV and TVs in lots of different rooms going
And I will say there was one Sunday that my family was the highest user of Wi-Fi. We were third in all of Osage, and the other two were businesses, and we didn't buffer once. So
Yeah, and she's on the plus speed. So, we kind of talked about routers already. I forgot, I didn't put this in a different section, but we talked about our cable modem with router. That's additional $4.95 a month. The Google Wi-Fi router we have here, but we have it in a 3-pack. So that would be more for like the bigger houses, I would recommend, and it's a mesh network. So this is what we have at our house. So where our computer is, where internet comes in, we have one, they're called pucks. So it's just like a little round, it almost looks like a little Alexa. And so we have that in our office, and then we have one upstairs and we have one downstairs. So it makes like a mesh network, so we're never buffering when we're streaming. It's more expensive. It's $275, but like I said, that's just a one-time charge. And what's also nice about it is you can look on your phone or wherever and just see, you can see if your router's online, you can see if your kids are on it, which is nice. So that's another option. And then this is the router that I said that we sell here. So do you have our router now, or do you have your own router? Do you know? Okay. What I recommend.
One box or two? Two boxes.
What I
There you go.
recommend doing is when you first start, just try it. Just try the router that you currently have. If you feel like it is buffering, then you probably want to upgrade to a different one.
So if you have a man cave in a garage outside 100 yards from the house, how does that work?
Then I would definitely recommend the Wi-Fi system. So that's what my parents have, and they have one in their garage, and they get just fine service out there.
Once you pay for all these services, do they travel with you?
So Hulu, you can log in 4 times a year is all, from different zip codes. YouTube TV, you can, if let's say you go on vacation in Florida, you can log into your YouTube TV and watch it there on your phone, tablet, TV, whatever.
Overseas or international?
I would guess.
maybe we should go on a trip and try it,
We
Erin.
need to get that found out by the Lord. It's a great question. I can ask that and find out for you. Yeah. Quick review. Invest in an antenna if you just want to try the local channels and to see what you get. Like I said, we do have those here, or you can purchase them anywhere. It depends if you want to put it outside or if you want one inside, kind of whatever you want. So then consider a cable replacement service, and so I would recommend YouTube TV or Hulu, and you can use your list there to decide which one you think is best. Pick best streaming player. So if you have a smart TV, that would be your streaming player. If you don't, you would need a Fire Stick or any of those other ones that we listed on the slides. So you may need more than one Fire Stick, depending on your TV and how many you have. Check your smart TV to see if it is smart, and you can just use that.
How do we know if it's smart?
That's a good question. So, usually if it's a smart TV, at the bottom, it has like the option to get on the internet or to, like YouTube TV will be an app that comes
Okay.
up.
Yeah, cause I think I have, like a smart one and just normal ones too, and
Yep.
the smart one I don't use as much cause it's upstairs, but I think that is a smart TV, cause it, all the different things that you showed, come up, and then I can, and I just use it to watch TV,
Yeah,
and at that time I got it, they said, well, do you want to use the internet? And I said, well, no, not at this time.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that one
Yeah.
is,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
it will be.
yeah, okay.
Can you make a general statement that if your TV's more than 10 years old, it's not a smart TV?
I would probably confidently say that, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
5
even
years?
in the presentation, it said more than,
5 years?
yeah, yeah,
4 years.
Yeah.
Four years.
I would
It's on Amazon.
3 or above, probably.
3 years, okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, there's other streaming services too, like the Netflix or the Disney Live, or if you have an Amazon account, they have lots of movies on there too. So you'll need to create one to do the Fire Stick. So get the internet, which I think everyone in here probably has, and it sounds like you're probably on the plus speed, so you'd be okay. If not, we may have to upgrade, but like Stacy said, she's fine with the plus speed, so I'm sure that would be good enough. And then setting up Wi-Fi. So that's just your router.
So your first thing is investing in the antenna.
You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to, because you can get your local channels through Hulu or YouTube TV. If you want the cheaper option, or if you don't watch a ton of TV and just want the locals, that's what I would recommend. So, Stacey, do you have any other input on why you're getting rid of cable or anything like that, or just
Nope.
probably December?
That's what we're looking at.